Hey beautiful people, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy and thank you so much for joining me for another beauty sesh. You know I'm gonna ask you first though, how's your head? How's your heart? I'm doing really well. I feel really content this week, which is good, feeling really inspired and creative. So fingers crossed, I'm doing everything I can to stay that way, including this look, which is a Lori Harvey inspired makeup tutorial. I saw her pop up on the Vogue kind of page, but I thought, you know what? Her looks are giving, and so why not recreate? My last tutorial was like a very subtle everyday brunch, literally minimal makeup, but today we're gonna be doing a bit more. We're gonna add the lashes, still sticking with the neutral tones though, because Lori loves that warm kind of golden goddess from within kind of energy. So if you would like to get ready with me and see how I achieve that look, then let's go. Start of the show today is going to be the Fenty Skin Tint. I haven't actually opened it. I got the shade 17. I'm sure you guys have seen already. It says it's a light to medium coverage for all skin tones, blends and blurs, instant perfection, light as air. And Lori does like these looks that she clearly has something on her skin. It's clearly giving coverage, but there's something that looks so like elegant and light about it. So I'm hoping that the Fenty will give everything we need. Normally I would go in with my CeraVe, but my skin was feeling extra dry today. So I just have on this Neutrogena HydroBoost Gel Cream, and it is amazing. I love it. And I'm also gonna just be using this as my primer. My skin feels soft, plump, and ready for makeup application. All right, let's go. So I'm going to go in directly with the product. I'm gonna do one side first just to see. I'm using a brush because since it's lightweight, I want as much coverage as possible, and a brush is going to do that for us. Ooh, it's very lightweight. But this looks like a good color. What do you guys think? My skin has just been stressing me out. Like, I feel like I'm a completely different foundation shade than I used to be. I've gotten a lot more warmer in complexion. I used to be very olive toned, but I think that this blends nicely with my neck. And by the time we color correct, it looks a little light, but we'll make it work. It's beautiful. So Lori has this like perfectly imperfect skin, and that's what we're gonna go for with this look. I'm just gonna buff that in. So it is a really light coverage, but it's also like just, I don't know, I love it. I think it's enough, and I think it's perfect for this look. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and conceal, and I'm gonna use a slightly darker concealer. Today I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible concealer, and this is in the shade Honey. And I'm just gonna use that, you guys know the drill, on the areas that I want just a little bit more coverage, which thankfully at the moment is just under my eyes and above my lip. I'm just gonna blend. What I love about this look is it looks super put together using products that you most likely already have in your collection. And you can see just using that warmer shade has kind of evened out that gray tint that was going on in the areas that are darker. So now I've got a really nice, beautiful looking canvas. And can I just say, this Fenty and the L'Oreal Infallible concealer look so good together. Okay. So now I'm just gonna brighten under my eyes, because if we look at Lori, she loves a bright under eye. And this is the Too Faced Born This Way Sculpting Concealer. And I'm going to add a little bit more than I would usually. So just not directly under my eyes, but next to my nose or my cheeks and down my nose as well. And I'm going to use a brush today because I want to keep the color of the highlight, since she loves a bright look. And what this does is it just literally attracts all the light right into the center of your face. You look like you slept for 14 hours on end, bags wear, and it just complements the look nicely. I'm gonna bridge that together under my nose and blend. And that's a good tip as well, because you never want it just to be bright under eye, bright under eye. You want to pull it together. So kind of take it, blend it until it all merges. I normally use my beauty blender for this part, but I like how it's turning out with a brush And whatever's left on my brush, I'm just gonna use on the chin. And blend down the nose as well. And today we are going to bake. Perfect. Okay, so loving my Fenty. So far so good. Now, because I want to keep the brightness, like I said, I'm going to bake, and I'm going to be using my favorite, you guys know the drill, my Mercier Transluscent powder. And I'm just going to push that into the skin under my eyes. And in my previous video, I was talking about how where you put the brighter tones on your face is so important on your face shape. I will link that so you guys can watch it. But basically, know your face, know your angles, and that's gonna tell you where you should put your brighter concealer. So if you wanna make your face longer, then you wanna put the brighter concealer down the center. If you wanna make your face like wider, if you have a really long face, or lift your cheekbones rather, then you wanna extend it out. We're definitely looking a little crazy at the moment, but that's fine because it's all gonna blend in seamlessly. While that's baking, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the eyes. So the first thing I'm going to do is just prime my eyes using my Too Faced 24-hour shadow insurance. Literally just a drop, and this is going to help our shadows stick on better. I'm gonna fill in my brows using my favorite NYX Professional Brow Pencil. I love this so much in the color Espresso. I'm just gonna speed through this because you guys have seen me do it before. But basically, Lori keeps her eyebrows very natural. Nothing too harsh, but definitely there. She either does like a really matte look, or she does this warm bronzy shade. And I have this color, my favorite one in my Too Faced palette. It's called Golden Light. And it's just like this really warm, shimmery, bronzy kind of color that we can just sweep over the lids for a very sexy but natural look. What Lori does is she, like I said, she keeps it really warm and orange and just really nice. So what I'm actually going to do is take some of my bronzer first. And this is the Mineralize Skin Finish in Dark Deepest. And I'm just gonna use that almost as my transition color before I go in with the actual eyeshadows. And this is great because it kind of just enhances your natural crease already. You can just see that's just given so much warmth. I'm going to take that same color actually and go under my eye. Then I'm going to take the color Maple from the palette. And you can take any warm shade, any color that has like a warm tinge to it, and just sweep that all across the lid. And you want to keep the shape as you're blending it. You want it to be quite like round, and what that's going to do is it's going to give that signature smoldering eyes as opposed to like a drawn out wing. So just rounding it out, and I am happy that I kept that powder there. Okay, so now for the star of the show is this beautiful color that I had shown you guys. I'm also going to take a fluffy brush, and that's because I want pigment, but I'm not going for like a strong look. I want it to look really blown out. So taking another fluffy brush, just sweeping it in the color, I'm just going to, hope you guys can see. Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm taking it quite high on my eyelid. Clean brush, blending that out, guys. I definitely think I'm gonna make much at this point that says no harsh lines. Make sure you blend. And if you don't get it perfect, that's fine. That's the beautiful thing about makeup, is you can clean it out, you can fix your mistakes, and have fun with it. So Lori typically does like a very smudged, smoky lash line. So I'm going to take a really narrow brush, the darkest brown in this palette, and blend that almost like a blended wing. Made a bit of a mess. So I'm gonna clean that up with the Fenty Skin Tint. Let's go in with a flat brush and create the shape that you want it to be. Because we've used a powder, it can very easily look messy, but you can see just by cleaning that up, it's given it a very subtle shape that's much less harsh than if you would have used a wing liner. I'm just gonna use a little bit of black eyeliner really close to my lash line. Barely there. This is amazing. It's the MAC Brush Black Brushstroke 24-hour eyeliner. It's a mouthful, but it's amazing. It's just one of those random products that I saw on sale actually on the MAC website, and I was like, let me try it, and I love it. It's perfect if you're a beginner. And I'm actually gonna do a winged liner tutorial with a red lip soon, and I'll be using that, so stay tuned. Now to finish off the eyes, guys, these lashes, the eyes I was telling you about, these are the Primark lashes, SOSU lashes in the style Paris. I've used them once, they are reusable, but you can see they are absolutely gorgeous and fluttery, and Lori definitely loves a gorgeous fluttery lash. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm just gonna stick these on and I'll be right back. I'm just gonna leave that so I don't like irritate my eyes further, and then I'll come back and we'll finish off the lower lash line. Okay, my lovelies, so eyes are pretty much done. I'm gonna go in later, like I said, with the lower lash line. I just don't want to irritate my eyes further. Let's finish off with the rest of the face. Gonna go very quickly with a setting powder. This is my wonderful powder that I've hit pan on. It's the Studio Fix powder in the color NC45, and I'm just gonna use that to set on top of the Fenty and actually on top of my highlight because it's looking really light. So I just want to tone it down. Lori usually goes for like a satin finish, so it's not super matte, it's not super dewy either. She definitely has a lot of glow going on, but it's not like a wet looking skin or a gloss looking skin. It's very, very full coverage and just satin. Say it with me, girls. No harsh lines. Going to quickly bronze using that color initially that we used on the eyelid. It's the Mineralize Skin Finish in Dark Deepest. She has it quite defined, but the color is still light, which is why I'm going in with a bronzer and not like a super dark contour powder. Take that up to the forehead, and you can see how that really just warms up the face and adds shape. A little bit on the nose. Take a little bit of that bronzer as well and just do like a little nose contour, because Lori definitely contours her nose when she does her makeup. And you never want to go in with a color that's too dark or too cool tone or gray or muddy, because it's just gonna look super unnatural and obvious. And you can see that just adds that nice shape from the color that we've got going on our eyes. I'm just gonna add some black liner to my lower lash line. Hopefully my eye doesn't start up again. Going back in with the brown eyeshadow and just smoke under the eyes. My mom's calling me. Sorry, mama, I'll call you back. Cheek highlight. Now Lori loves her highlight, so I'm using a flat brush so I can get a lot of coverage from it. And I'm just gonna on the cheeks. In the Vogue video, Lori actually said that she like puts her setting spray specifically on her cheeks for that extra glow. Ooh, I like it, I like it, I like it. So you can see it's looking like very defined, but still like not over the top. Okay, lips. Very quickly, I'm going to use, don't laugh at me guys, my Chestnut Lip Liner. There's still some left. Listen, I paid good money for it and I'm going to get my money's worth. And then I'm going to take two colors. I'm going to take this kind of nude color. It's discontinued, it's from Primark. It's called Naked. It's really light. And then to tone that down, I'm taking the Bare Minerals Tantalize Gloss, which is a slightly darker, nudie, cream kind of color to even that out. I'm gonna take a little bit of a warmer pencil. This is the NYX Lip Liner in the shade Cold Brew. Yeah, that's better. She usually overlines her lips, but I don't think it looks that great on me, so I've just done it just a little bit. I got a little bit of mascara just there, but we made it a beauty mark, honey, because I'm not gonna allow myself to be stressed today. I'm just not. Finishing off with my favorite Urban Decay spray. And I'm gonna do what Lori did, which is add some spray to the sponge and put it on her highlight. Never done it before. Oh, she ain't never lied. Lori, baby. Thank you, girl. I think she's onto something. Well, there you go. Learn something new every day. Okay guys, so that brings us to the end of our beauty sesh, our Lori Harvey inspired makeup look. Very bronzy, extremely warm and very sexy, but still all nude, neutral colors. Like I always say guys, you can always make this yours, what works for you, what works for your face, and just enhances that beauty that you've got going on inside. But yeah, I hope you guys liked the look. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. As always, remember, you are amazing and have so many wonderful things to offer the world, and I will see you soon. Bye.